I think we should start with. Well, I suppose it doesn't really matter, but I think we'll probably get more specific information from the university
Yeah, I think so.
on this subject matter. But the general library might have a bit more on the kind of just the general history of like the town and other bits. Might mention some weird rock thing that is being used for sacrifices. But let's start with the library.
Sure.
Regular library?
Yeah.
Or the university library?
Yeah, public library.
Public. Great. You guys head over to public library. It looks like pretty much every other government-funded public library. It's nothing special. But this is the time period where books were more important than children's books. So it's actually got some useful tomes as opposed to, please don't make us into another ignored thing just because you have the internet.
Cool.
Okay. Well, you go look at books. I'll go look at the BBS channel on the computer.
You are surrounded with hard copy and, hold on, let me check something. They have one computer that has like the phone modem and stuff hooked up and Velcro to it.
God
I rub my hands and sit down in front of it.
Give me a computer use roll to make this abomination work. It's a sin against nature and God.
I mean,
I've been saying that the whole time.
It's a piece of history.
Demons.
See, it's fine. It's a computer. Well,
yeah, you powered up and right. So what are you guys wanting to research in particular? Oh, Alex, you feel like you're forgetting something, but you don't know what it is.
Yes, I do. I'm going to go get paper and pen and jot down the.
You do remember what it is. All right, go ahead and I do that to Freddie, and then he just gets flustered and doesn't know what the fuck is going on, and that makes me happy. So give me your big memory roll. The lower is better for how accurately you can reproduce.
How about -60?
And just shows him sitting there going, and he's doing the thing where he's just going like this, but he's
bottle
making
of whiskey,
and it's coming out like like it's getting printed, and it's all in bottles of whiskey, but it's completely accurate representation of every symbol.
Wow.
Meanwhile, over on the bulletin boards, what are you researching?
I want to know if there's been any talk about rituals or summoning bullshit in the light that people are talking about. Historical.
On the bulletin boards?
Yeah. No, like the conspiracy theorists. What do they have to say about all this?
Oh. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a research roll. As always, lower is better, Freddie.
No.
The computer, for some reason, seizes up and then it like kind of like a static flickers like a TV that's kind of going off. And just before the computer itself dies, a strange symbol appears on the screen.
Yeah, I know what the symbol is.
And then the computer dies. Meanwhile, over at Alex Kinley's world.
What symbol is it?
It's the yin-yang symbol with an infinity sign in the middle. Have you seen it before?
Yeah.
He just
no. Demons.
I have a sketch of it, don't worry. I'll show it to you later.
So, what's Alex Kinley wanting to research?
I want to research this this language. I want to see if I can find out what it is and if I can try and translate what I've got here.
Give me a library research roll at a quarter. I'm doubting
damn.
this library has anything about that kind of.
Do you want that skill 15? Matt?
No, save that for something else. I think we're gonna have more chance at the university library.
Yeah, probably.
But I will just in case I can get a freak roll. No.
Yeah, you found a book called Great Expectations. It wasn't all you'd hoped for.
Right. Okay. Let's just go. I think we can come back.
Is there anything else you want to research at this library?
Not at the moment, I don't think. I think we want to go to the university library. I think we'll do better off with the stuff we want to look at.
Oh, I do want to check what do the newspapers have to say about the disappearances the last 10 years?
Sure.
Last year, sorry.
Yeah, 10 years would be a bit of a stretch.
Last year.
Sure, go ahead and give me a library research roll. You're negative 10%. You can feel hard copy trying to drag you back to the fucking primitive Stone Age. You may as well just hit somebody at a club. No. Well, apparently, up until recently, it was like, yeah, another drunk died. Pity. Oh, yeah, another, homeless guy fucking must have died. Pity. And it's always evidence analysis roll from Freddie.
Nope, failed.
It's always Coca-Cola, according to this ad here.
Are there any, can I make out any, links between all the victims? Anything in common they have?
Well, a lot of them haven't been identified. So
they're all missing heads or something.
They're unidentified or transient or drunks or workers. With the exception of the last one, the only thing you can really make out is they all seem to be people of no particular import towards society.
Okay. Yeah, I'll blah this out it.
Well, without wanting to research anything, because going through newspapers, you're getting on towards supper time by the time he gets done with that. Because God damn, does that take a long time? There's no microfiche.
I was going to say if he was going to take time to do that, I might as well try one more thing, and I'll just try and get for like the general lore, general history of like the town, like
Go for it. You look for some general history.
Yeah. I'll just see if I can find out anything interesting about the town or the surrounding areas.
No.
General history. Not great research.
No problem. Freddie, there's some sort of black shit all over your fucking hands and fingers.
Think?
You hope so, but you feel it's some sort of rotting corruption from dealing with hard copy.
Alex, what's this? What? Alex, I think I'm diseased. Oh. Okay.
Ink.
Thanks. I'll go back.
Yeah, and that's the end of your research time. The library will be closing in 10 minutes. Please return the librarian to her upright position as you make your way toward the exit.
Okay.
Okay, we go back.
Where to?
What time is it?
It's probably about 5 p.m.
University should still be open.
I was going to say, doesn't university library stay open a lot later? Because, people are studying till like 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night type thing, if not later.
It varies by university to university. It also depends on how large the town is. Generally, the bigger the town, later hours it has, or the bigger the university.
We'll just grab a quick bite on the way then, like something to go.
Yeah.
No problem. You guys arrive at the university around 6:30, and roll on in there. Yeah, still open. The door, according to the door, you might have enough time for maybe one more library research roll each.
Okay.
There's various sleep stack students sitting around doing stuff. During this age, they weren't all outraged at everything. They took casual racism and casual sexism in with everything. Ooh, look, the monkeys are here, says one whisper to another. It's a sotto voce.
Love the monkeys. Spanking the monkeys. Right.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing as before, but with books.
What's your topic you're going for?
Rituals, summonings, the
That's
lake in
quite a
general.
big topic there.
Well, I mean, okay, summonings to do with the lake in particular, like any ritual sacrifice kind of a thing.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll. What's Kinley up to?
Again, I'm trying to attempt to do the language, find out what it is, and if I can translate it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Do they have a special section in this library?
No.
Okay.
Their special section is like farm books and shit. How to get the biggest yield for your potatoes.
Fucking finally got library research.
Weird. Right. Freddie, you found something that might be of interest. You kind of stumbled upon it and you're meandering around looking for something that's useful. It will be in the upper right chunk. Read out loud, Freddie.
A man of my order has told me of one Prudence Good, or Goody, if you want to do it that way, whom the people on the shores of Lake Champlain did try as a witch in the year 200 years ago. Mistress Good was placed upon the ducking stool and given trial by water in Lake Champlain, or Champlain. It is said by some that true witches will float, while the innocent sink. When they lifted up the ducking stool, Mistress Good was gone. In her place, it is said, was a great black serpent. The serpent escaped into the depths of the lake. Did? It did or it didn't?
Past tense of did.
Didst. Okay. So as in it did, basically. It's old English.
Yeah. Wait until the first time you get to try to translate what the fuck is that Pilgrim's Voyage or Pilgrim's Trail? What a fucking kick in the nuts that book is. I hated that so much. I thought that'd be a good idea during my high school days.
So is this a newspaper article? What is it?
No, it's some random book you found on witchcraft and stuff like that.
Okay.
Let's see. Give me, Freddie, a luck roll at half. If you make it, spot a roll at full.
No.
Cool. Everything's groovy. Everything's fine. What could possibly
I'm gonna go and show Alex what I found. Look, Prudence Good is showing up again.
What a bitch.
What do you make of it?
Maybe there's something to this. School 15 sucks so much. Getting good cards. You got any more crappy cards?
Are you going for luck at half? But then you also get a plus 10. So it'd be luck at negative 20 for you because you're fucking special. Or you do luck at half. Actually, it'd be luck at half, then a plus 10. Yeah.
So no, I'd be luck at minus 30, plus 10.
Well, you want me to make a luck roll? I thought it was just for Freddie.
Yeah, no, I'm checking for you too because you're super lucky.
Okay.
For reasons.
That's minus 22.
He's not going to make it.
Yes.
No. Oh. Now try to spot it full.
No, you didn't make that.
You what? So it's half. Negative 30.
You're at minus 20 though. Oh wait, yeah. Nope, I'm done. Sorry. Carry on.
Don't confuse Logan. And
with the plus 10. Yeah.
Try to spot it full. I know that your spot hidden's rather low, but try it anyway.
No.
Perfect. Everything's great. So what are you guys going to do now? That is hilarious.
Fuck yeah. Got too many cards.
I can get rid of this analyze device, I suppose.
Yeah. Gonna take another skill
Yeah.
15.
Wait, Logan, does the altar count as a device?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Hold on, let me let the cat out.
Do we want to save it for that? Or
Yeah, it might be worth it.
I mean, you kind of already know what it does, so.
Yeah, it did say that there was I kind of picked up on that there was it was like you can do this summoning thing without this extra thing that you would normally need, and I'm like, I'm not, that extra thing could be like you don't need a sacrifice or body, or you don't need, I don't know, but it could be handy to finding out.
Do you want me to save the analyze device for that?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll get rid of Pulp Fiction later.
Okay.
Just give me whatever you want.
Well, another skill 15 that could be handy for
Oh,
making
okay.
rolls.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. So what were you gonna research?
I made my research roll on the language and the writings I scribbled down, and
But only at full, right?
shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
scrolled back. Okay.
Yeah.
The best you can do is, Matt, let me find out this asshole. You turn up that you end up asking some students and stuff, and it turns out that the guy who knows about weird old shit is the head of the university's archaeology department, who is Dr. Daniel Abernathy.
Makes sense.
He knows about, quote, weird old shit.
Cool. Let's
Can
go
I
find.
take a look at the?
Oh, give me
Let
a
me
drawing.
take a look at the writing. Hold on.
Sorry, what was that?
He wants to look at the writing. I want a drawing roll from you.
Oh, okay.
Sketching, drawing.
Oh yeah, sketching. Yeah.
Pretty sure you might have a little of that.
No.
Now, everybody asks what those things are that are composing letters because your whiskey bottles didn't come out very well.
Mm-hmm. Whiskey balls.
They say. So.
I show Freddie. Does he want to see it?
Let's stare at it.
Sure. Go ahead and give me your Akalo roll and linguistics roll.
Didn't make the color roll.
Cool.
I'll spend a skill 15 because I told them on the linguistics.
You're still not going to make it, though.
Wake up. But then I used it.
Damn. All right. Let's see here. Hold on. I got to get back to that page. Right. It is here's some more information on the language. Boom. It is a pre-human Hyperborean era language.
What does that mean?
Before there were people.
Before humans.
This is language spoken by. Well, when I say pre-human, I mean, of course, priestly stuff.
So is it nothing? It's nothing like Hyperborean, because I do actually have Hyperborean, by the way, as a language.
Jesus, roll it half. You may have enough to translate into this.
Oh, bloody hell.
Sorry, didn't realize you actually spoke Hyperborean.
Fuck.
It's so close.
It is that.
Off by one Kenobi. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Well, maybe the professor can translate it.
Yeah, we'll go see the professor.
Right. Since Freddie said it, Freddie, give me a luck roll. Lower is better. Is he in, or do you have to come back tomorrow? Tomorrow. I love you. Tomorrow. It's only a day away.
Critical.
You.
His office hours is between.
It shows the professor in his office. He's like, teaching this is all well and good, but I need a new challenge. Door slams open. You guys come in. He goes, oh, monkey.
We're a new challenge.
Please sit down, he says.
We sit down.
How can I help you?
Professor, we have found something very, very interesting.
Oh, what's that?
We think you're gonna love this. I show
I'm
him the.
interested.
Now these are whiskey bottles, but
Oh,
if you get past that, the text
they
itself.
don't look like whiskey
Oh,
bottles.
God damn it! Oh, at least that wasn't his role to understand the language.
Here comes his role to understand the language.
Oh God! Yeah.
Oh my God, this is a Kalo, a pre-stack language.
Oh,
Hmm.
read what it says. Oh no.
Yes, I can.
Shit.
It would translate, he writes this down carefully, to this.
Oh
Right.
God damn it!
Can you translate that to English?
Give me Cthulhu Mythos rolls.
Right.
Yes.
Kinley knows right away. You get checked.
Oh, no.
In order to deal with this, you have to wear a dildo on your head and a different one shoved right up the old chocolate whizway. But
Well, I guess I'm done with this investigation. That's no.
And one in each hand, of course, and a strap-on for good measure. Now, what Kinley gets is this, that he'll now read for the studio audience.
Oh, what the hell, Vilpulgia? Is that how you said it?
It's not made for a human throat.
Zvilpogwa.
Vilpogra,
Yeah.
the festerer of the stars,
Feast
said to be feaster of the stars,
from
said
the stars.
said to be son of Thanyokthra. Bloody hell! I hate you so much. Zvilpogna is a rather useless entity, said only to visit the earth when summoned, and specifically comes to feed. References to the worship of this thing by certain rare and especially debased wizards, mostly to placate it. Accounts are consistent that worship of the entity has never resulted in a tangible benefit to anyone.
Placate.
Yeah. Placate.
Yes. There you go. That's what you picked up.
I said placate, didn't I? Placate
No.
it.
Is it placate?
Yeah. Now,
Same thing. You say tomato, I say tomato.
you always say that whenever you say words strangely.
Shut up.
Now that you know that, and since he said that, Freddie can try Cthulhu Mythos at half. Alex can try a new Cthulhu Mythos at full to remember some other shit.
Well, I recognize the
It's all up to you, Ken.
I recognize the father's name.
Yes, Tasagwa. He is quite a party
No.
person. Damn. Well, you don't get the other information, I'm afraid.
Mhm.
Now, the professor says, since you say that stuff, he says, well, oh, yes, I may have a book here. He makes his fucking roll. He says, yes. He pulls out what looks like suspiciously like a mythos tome and lays it in front of you. I believe there may be something in here. He pushes it gingerly toward you.
Why don't you read it?
Hey, what do you think this is?
I think it's a book, says the professor after looking at it.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh.
No. I was talking to the professor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, let's get the professor to read it. Can you read it out to us like a children's book?
I can, but it's too disturbing. I prefer to just yes, the things in it, the dark villainies of the mind. It almost makes you wish that you had never been born to read such a book.
I'll
Can
read
you
it.
get,
All
can you
right.
get one of the students to read it? Fine.
He glares at Freddy. No. He says,
Please don't hurt us as much here, at least.
mhm.
Not
So,
like in the days. Take
right.
30, san.
Roll a d4. This is rather fucking tame. It's just straight sand loss.
Yeah.
Well, not for you, but by God, you enjoy it. And what you find in this book is called the Tome of Evil Sorceries done in England, etc. Here's the information that you can attempt to read to the studio audience.
Do I get to add the D4 onto my Cthulhu Mythos?
No, it doesn't. Or actually, no, because you already got check in your mythos. So the best, you discover new shit about the mythos books. Here's the fucked up thing. When you look at it, you're like, if you read a mythos tome, you'll always just get a check in mythos. Right. Because either you missed it, you missed your roll, and it gives you a check because you learned new shit, or you made your roll, and then you get a check from that. So pretty much all that reading any mythos tome will do for a player is automatically give them a check in Cthulhu Mythos.
Oh, that sucks. You should have read
spells.
it.
Well, yeah, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
But
now we know. All right, well, have fun reading that.
Yeah.
Matt.
Oh, what, you want to read it out?
The people that we're broadcasting to are not seeing the handouts.
I know that, dumbass.
Well, you ask.
Right. Coverage of whatever, Civilipoogie, whatever his name is.
I like Civilipoogie, actually. That's
Civilipoogie is quite nice. It's fairly extensive in the minor mythos tomb of evil with 2 L's, sorceries done in New England of demons in no human shape. This colonial era tomb describes Zigapuli in extensive details and provides a chant for summoning it to Earth. Great. Summoning can normally only occur in the fall when the star Algol, where it makes its home, is visible in the night sky. Certain older mythos tombs concerned with prehistoric magic and Hyperborean society, such as the Book of Ebon, would also be likely to contain some information on Zigapuli.
Both of you guys give me astrology rolls.
Right. Yeah, I'm guessing Algol is now visible, and it's it says it's in the fall. Is it in the fall? No.
Ew.
Maybe Algol is still.
Astrology,
that's what it is. No.
Or astronomy.
No, you don't even need it, because I will tell you already what it is. That's why they use the altar, because the altar allows them to summon it even when it's not the fall. Because that's what the altar does. It does something you don't. It allows you to summon something without using one of the prerequisites, and that will be that you can't see the star.
That's very good. But both of you guys give me astronomy rolls to know more about the star Algol.
Motherfucker. Astronomy.
Yes, not astrology. Astrology will tell you that you're having a great day.
It's a writing. Well, it's one of those pre-written writings.
The top one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to get that. No.
Right. Well, fortunately, you're with Freddie, and he just happens to know this. Let's see. A second, where is it? Information on Algol. Early astronomers nicknamed Algol the, quote, demon star. It is associated in sky lore with a mythological scary monster, the Gorgon, Medusa, who had snakes instead of hair. It said this bitch was so horrifying in appearance that the sight of her would turn an onlooker to stone. Although in Alex Kinley's version, the sight of her would turn his penis to stone. The star Algol takes its name from an Arabic word meaning the demon's head. The ancients associated this star's variable brightness with the evil winking eye of a Medusa. Algol is known as a variable star, which means it waxes and wanes in its brightness for some reason. There you go.
So,
Thank you, Professor.
No, that's what you got. He didn't do. He's like, I hardly did anything.
No, for the book and the translation and all that.
Right. Let us. Yes. Thank you very much. We've taken up enough of your time. If we need anything else, we'll come back. Blah 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 blah.
Please
Let us
do.
leave. Let us leave. Leave.
Yeah.
We talk.
Yeah.
We talk.
You guys emerge into the darkness on the campus.
I'm piecing it all together. So, someone has come across this altar and has found out enough about it to know what it does, and is using
and how it works.
And it's using it to bring this deity to here in order to kill people, whether it's particular people or random people, and basically then blaming it on the witch and serpent mythos story that's going around town.
Do you want to go back in the morning and have a closer look at it? See if we can
the altar.
at the altar.
What, you want to try and summon the thing?
No.
Oh. Okay.
But I mean, we might be able to understand how it works.
Well, I think kind of probably do. I think we
Alex knows.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay. We know that you
use the summoning thing. Well, sorry, Professor, last thing.
You guys go back in. He's locking up his office. He turns and he says, yes.
I don't suppose you'd have the Book of Ebon by any chance?
No.
Oh, you don't know.
But if you get a hold of a copy, I'd really like to own one, but not read it. Or have my students read it, he says toward Freddie angrily.
Well, so we didn't have.
Be careful out there. It's dark, he says. He heads off.
Okay. Out of the game, I do still have the Analyze Magic card. Analyze Device card.
I'm pretty sure Alex Kinley has a great idea how to make this sacrificial altar work. Just guessing.
Well, we're not going to do it.
Oh.
But okay.
But it'd be funny if we did.
It would be awkward.
You said okay, so is there we obviously know roughly when the lady was supposedly killed, and then the 5 days it took her to get to the beach, and then 2 days of, so it's been 7 days since she died, right?
Roughly, yes.
The ones before it, I know they were just like transients, but was there a pattern to the kind of, was it like every 7 days one of these were washing up?
It was every month, I think.
Yeah, about every month.
That's what Levin said, every month.
So right, three more weeks, and we're not sticking around here for 3 weeks.
Yeah, we're not staying for 3 weeks.
Yeah, so let's go with that idea.
Hell no.
Okay, so let's think about who has motive.
Just think of how much money you'd make.
Well, I mean, at first I thought it was the guy who was doing the touring stuff, because he would gain.
Nah.
Well, no, but I'm just saying it. I've seen times before when people will do killings in some way in order to make it look like, a Loch Ness monster did it to attract more business. But I suppose we could go check out. We still haven't checked out this John guy, the
Yeah,
other
John
councilman,
Johnson.
just in case he's
Yeah.
hoping. Shit. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
We never asked the guy if the councilman if he ever walks the dog.
Yeah, it does.
So he said he sometimes walks the dog as well.
Yeah, he and his wife walk the dog.
So I suppose it could have been that they were expecting him to be walking the dog and summon the thing, hoping it would kill him rather than her.
Were you guys walking back to your car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to the car, there's a note under the windshield wiper, ominously stuck there. Oh my God. One of the Sleestack inflatable dolls is like slumped out of the back, and it looks as though she's been deflated.
Motherfucker.
What's the note say?
It only has 2 words that look like they've been cut out individually from a newspaper. It spells "get out." Oh, and then they've been glued onto this piece of paper, like a
Fucking
ransom note.
Dirty cops. Well, at least it didn't slash our tires.
Well, then we couldn't get out, could we?
What? Yeah, so at least he didn't slash our tires.
Yeah. All right. Well, so
what kind of
someone
monster
knows.
would attack one of your girls like that?
I know.
All right. Well, it can't be Johnson because he doesn't know we're here unless he has spies everywhere.
Shows some Sleestack hiding in the bushes.
It could be one of the police people.
It's a pretty small town. I can imagine 2 monkeys like us probably stick out.
Oh yeah.
A small group of children has come to stare at these strange monkeys as he says that. They're just watching you guys.
Let's go back to the hotel.
You're at the car already.
No, back to the hotel.
No problem. Give me a drive auto roll plus 20. You're going super slow, but there's a lot of people who are wanting to crash into you tonight. It's almost intentional. Dun, dun, dun. You are far too wily for the likes of their horned heads.
Is this a prestige
like stop, car goes over the fucking thing, goes through the air, lands on the other side, hits a mailbox. Some Sleestack is catapulted from the fucking driver's seat into the shop. Windows break and shit. And then Freddy goes. By the way, traveling with Freddy is a fucking nightmare in the car, Kinley, because his default speed is half of whatever the posted speed limit is. This guy will never get a speeding ticket. It is just a fucking nightmare. You're thinking if there's a chase, it'll be the fucking slowest ass chase in the universe. I'm just telling Kinley what he's experiencing.
This isn't a prestige one, right?
No, this is just normal thing here.
I'll discard this then.
Okay. Are you making a pile somewhere? Oh, there you
go. No.
Don't trigger yourself.
I'll never do that.
No. So, I suppose we need to go to the hotel, spend one more night here. But that's it. I'm not spending another day after this tomorrow. It's getting too expensive.
You guys go back to the hotel, pay the same amount as before, mark off money. Well, you are going to get reimbursed for this unless you're Freddy and trash another car, in which case, you're never getting more money if you're Freddy. He's still paying on the first 2 cars. But this car hasn't oddly been trashed out yet, which is concerning to you, Kinley.
It is weird. Just doesn't feel right. I think I'm going to just have to trash it at the end of it.
If you fucking trash it when he's not around, I'll give you a fucking card. Just trash the shit out of it and he has to pay for another car. Yeah. I don't think they'll forgive you.
Oh, I still have horns, by the way. I keep forgetting about that.
We all do. But here, it's not even considered weird.
No. It could come in handy.
True. You might want to reduce your hand just a wee bit, Matt.
Oh, bloody hell.
I got seamanship. I'm going to put it into...
Great, finally shit cards I can just discard straight away.
Probably
Sit there going, I don't
boating.
know what to throw away. I've got great cards.
What kind of boat?
Sailboat.
No problem. Yeah, you guys get back to the hotel. You pay the money. Alex is in his bed, which goes again.
Definitely getting one of these built.
Yeah, they may even sell this one to you. You're not really sure. Just imagine a bad guy breaks into your apartment and you immediately throw yourself into the bed and scare the shit out of him.
You know what? I'm a little paranoid. I want to take watch because of the note. I want to make sure no one comes in and like bothers us during the night.
So you're wanting to sit up for all night because you know Kim.
Well, not all night. Just like take watch, like half an hour. I'll bring up with Alex. Alex, do you wanna take watch?
No.
Make sure no one comes in.
So as I was saying, are you sure you want to sit up all night?
I'll wake him up in 4 hours.
You know what's going to happen. They'll just strangle you while he's continuing to sleep. I know it. You know it. He's laughing because he knows it too. You won't even wake up. He'll just choke you to death and then cuddle with your fucking corpse.
Keeps me warm at night.
I'll stay up for like 2 or 3 hours and then I'll go to bed.
Sure. No problem. And give me a luck roll at half, Freddie. And a willpower roll at ×5. The willpower roll is to see if you just fucking pass out. Luck roll at half, good deal. Willpower roll ×5. Great. You're wide awake and jacked. Now, are you just sitting in the middle of the darkened room, rocking yourself and going, "Don't take me alive," or how are
No,
you doing?
I have like a little table lamp on, and yeah, just sitting in the chair.
All right, no problem. Give me a sandy roll as your window explodes in the middle of the night, and then give me a luck roll. Negative 10% luck roll. Yeah, you're fine on the sandy. You jump a bit. It's a nice jump scare for you, but you're far too stable for that kind of shit. And how's that luck roll at negative 10? Come on, fail it. Please fail it. No problem. Something lands on the table in front of you. It appears to be, looks like a brick with a note tied around it.
Oh, I got that. I quickly go look out the window. When I see the license plate or the car.
No, the car's gone by the time you get up to the window. If you'd been sitting there looking out the window instead, A, your head would have been possibly brick-shaped. B, you probably would have seen whatever was out there.
All right, I'll read the note.
It's the same kind of note where they cut up a newspaper and shit like that and then pasted letters on, and it just says, "You have been warned," but they misspelled warned.
How can you misspell warned if it's newspaper cuttings?
It looks like they put in an extra R.
All right.
Useless.
Well.
It could be a typo. Shows them pasting an extra R going, damn!
I'm going to leave the brick next to Alex's head. Just leave it there. For when they wait to read.
Kinley, give me a feel roll. And Freddie, give me a dodge roll.
I love brick. Feel.
And Kinley, give me a grapple roll. You want a critical on this. If you don't make a critical, then...
Oh my god. Do I play bouncer on this? I'm not kidding you. I've got bouncer.
Ooh. Is Bouncer a critical grapple roll?
No, it's if I make a grapple roll, then I can
What?
throw someone 3 meters.
You need a crit, but if you make it and play the Bouncer, I'll refill your hand. So you need to make a crit grapple roll first.
Well, for that card.
Yeah, to actually
Oh.
get hold of stuff, because Freddy is far too fucking dodgy to get hit with a normal hit.
Oh, right. I was gonna say because he's
He made his dodge roll,
I'm
but
not
he didn't make it
gonna use Bouncer because he's gonna take damage for it. But
yes, but it'd be hilarious.
I know it would.
So just give me a critical grapple roll and we can move on.
I'm trying to find where the grapple is. Got it,
Right.
30.
Okay, Freddy, he goes, I love brick, and his hand shoots out, and you go, woo! And he's like, trying to grab your throat. And you're like, God damn, he's been through a lot of war.
I'm gonna
And they curled
clean
up
up
with
the
brick.
glass that was broken, check out the window, close the curtain, pretend like nothing
Big
happened.
jagged hole in it because it's not the cool breakaway glass. It's the old-fashioned glass that,
Yeah. They won't notice. Close the curtain. Go to bed.
All right, you go to bed. Next morning, Kinley wakes up. He gets out of bed.
Ah, what a good night's sleep.
Freddy's all jumpy.
How did you
shit.
sleep?
Oh, hey. Someone threw a bit through the window.
It happens to me a lot.
Yeah.
He's still got the
I
brick.
left it for you right there.
Okay. Let's forget about the silly copper who wants to get us out of town. Just because I cut his thumb off in front of him.
Do you know what I think?
What's that?
It might be the secretary.
Janet?
She's too stupid. And that's why I think it's her.
It's not a bad shout if she wanted the lady gone.
I don't know what her motivation is for the other people, but
maybe they were just accidents while she was practicing or messing around with it.
Oh, maybe.
It's a good thing. There's motive there.
Do you guys carry extra clothing with you, or do you just kind of go in one set every time?
And one set.
All right.
I'm making new ones as we speak.
All right, give me your sewing roll as you're attempting to reform the blankets, sheets, and stuff into new clothing that looks like it was made from sheets and blankets and such.
I'll get this roll one day, I tell you. Fumble!
No problem. He trashes all the sheets and stuff and cuts them into unusual shapes and attempts to sew them together and make you wear them. You're thinking that you'll probably get billed for this.
I climb out the window. I'm out.
All right. You hear glass shattering and stuff.
Maybe it's time to find a new place.
Yeah, but this one has the bed.
That's true.
Nobody seems to notice from the front office and shit as Freddy climbs through the window.
Come on, Alex.
What are we doing?
We're leaving.
Yeah, okay.
You guys are fairly nasty right now from all the horrible shit you've been going through and wearing the same clothes over and over. But you haven't quite moved into that 3 days of Nero funk.
Well, I got changed and both into clothes.
Yes. You still got a slightly suspicious odor of like kind of the rotted water and stuff.
Fine.
So anyway, where would you guys like to go? Are you crawling through the window too, Kinley, or do you want to use the door?
Let's use the door.
All right, that's nice of you. I thought that the hotel guys would be like, the door is broken. What did they? No problem. I'm sure that since he's the senior detective, I'm sure that the name on the hotel thing is, Freddy's.
Oh, no. We split the bill. It says Buzz on it.
Mm-hmm.
Say what?
So, where to?
So it's either Mr. Johnson or back to Secretary Lady to question her. What do you think? Maybe find out where she lives. I don't know.
You guys discuss. I'm going to get some more drink real quick. Come up with a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. What are you talking about? Yeah, I think we should go. Well, let's go and see John Johnson first and get a reading for him. See if he screams. You know.
Yeah, the one thing we don't have is motive right now.
Well, no. Well, connecting all of them is tough because all the other ones were just kind of transient nobodies. But you know, like I said, it could be in the case that those were just, you know, practice runs or you know, they were doing it just for the fun of it, but then realized they could do it, you know, to actually get rid of someone they wanted getting rid of. The woman's got motive because, you know, she wants to be with the guy, and she, you know, the wife was in the way. The John Johnson, he also, you know, might still be angry and wanted revenge for the guy blocking his permit.
Yeah.
I mean, the secretary. We didn't get any like major vibe that the secretary was like, "I'm willing to summon a demon in order to get rid of his wife," but you know,
she's really slow at making tea.
She's really slow at making tea. I mean, she probably could have summoned a demon before she'd got the tea made.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she took so long making the tea. Because she was summoning a demon. Oh dear.
All right. Yeah. Let's go and see Mr. Johnson.
We want to go and see Johnny Johnson.
No problem. You guys find out where he lives via phone books. Yes, there's books and shit, and there's books and payphones and shit. And you cruise over to his house. It looks like it's a nice house. It's not over the top ostentatious. They just don't have enough money in this town to go for that. And he is not fucking home.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Could he be at work?
You guys head over to his work, and you go and talk to his secretary. Oh, you just missed him. He left on vacation.
Really?
Yes, he went to Thailand.
Is she bullshitting us?
Give me an empathy roll. Lower is better because flea stacks are a little hard to read. Face like a rubber mask.
But what?
She believes it, you think. But did he really? She believes it.
Does he have a wife? Does he have a wife?
No, she says.
Girlfriend?
I'm not really privy to Mr. Johnson's life. And she leaves off the unspoken part of that sentence, which is, and neither should you be.
Do you know when he'll be back?
Yes, in 2.5 weeks.
Oh, what? Just in correlation with the next month?
Dun 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 dun. She turns down the radio. Sorry about that.
So
annoying.
So when we went to his house, who told us that he's not home?
Nobody. You just knocked and stuff, and nobody came to.
Nobody answered the door.
No, nobody answered the door.
Okay. Well, he might be home.
He does have neighbors and shit around, so if you were to go and like pelvic thrust open the door or something like that, people may notice.
Well, we can ask the neighbors if they saw him leave.
It's up to you. I mean, you're just standing there thinking while you're standing in front of the secretary who's growing increasingly alarmed at your presence.
I just turned to Alex. I think we're done here.
Yeah.
Want to go back?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go
You
back.
guys go get in the car, which every time you stop it, pretty much you got about 15 seconds and a loud gunshot noise takes place and people duck and occasionally scream. There's a group of kids like checking out your car, like, what the fuck is this thing? One of them goes, why is it 13?
It's my lucky number.
They just stare at you.
I drive off. Let's go ask
It
the neighbors.
just shows them all like there's this big cloud of fucking noxious fumes that come out of the thing, and then as you guys drive off, the cloud disperses, and they're all like in blackface, going,
Let's go ask the neighbors and see if anyone saw him leave or go on
Sure.
vacation. Or...
Give me research rolls. You go interview the neighbors.
Okay.
Wow.
The neighbors are in agreement that you find a couple of them who saw him get in his car with luggage and drive off. He didn't say where he was going. He didn't yell, I'm going to Thailand, bitches, and drive off. I can't believe you're getting rid of that card, Freddie.
I know.
Weirdo. You should offer it to Matt.
Matt, do you want it? Or... You barely have anything. You don't want it.
Well, actually, the fact that he barely has anything might be a good reason for him to have it. And since it's a talisman card, if it gets used up, it still stays in his hand for the next time.
Yeah, if you want it, you can have it.
Even do.
Basically, if I tell you you lose gear or you lose magic items, like your only magic item that I think is on you, you don't.
No, I've still got a couple of Dakota rings left.
Oh, those are getting more valuable now, though. You could have used one of those earlier.
For when?
To decipher the writing?
Oh, bollocks. I forgot about
that.
Yeah. That's all right. We did it a cool way.
Yeah.
We did it a cool way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so he's fucked off then. Do we want to...
Well, at least they saw him drive away.
With luggage.
Well, he had a bag. Was there anything in it? They don't know. Could he have been driving anywhere? They don't know. He just drove away.
I think we might get back into his house.
You got a crap card for a reroll, or you?
Okay, you know what? I don't think I'm going to use this analyze device. So yes.
Yeah, I think we've done the. There you go. Take a reroll.
Okay.
Too many.
I'd rather have a reroll and analyze device most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. How busy is the road that what he says?
It's fairly busy. I mean, there's cars that go by and shit like that. I mean, and he doesn't even have a fence around his lawn, so people with adjoining properties might see if you slink around back, pretend to read the meter, penis bash open the back door, yell, I'm breaking in, bitches, and charge it. They may notice. Unless you're to wait till dark falls and shit. Of course, that isn't a possibility. I mean, his place isn't an impenetrable fucking fortress by any means. I mean, you could literally go up and throw yourself through a window. I mean, people would probably notice, but you could do it. It's not in suburbia hell. It's kind of like a kind of a division between like residence and business. So, you know, right on the edge, easy walking to wonderful restaurants, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not saying you couldn't drive up with a cannon attached to the back of your car, unhitch it, set it up, load it, and fire it through the front of his house and laugh maniacally. But I'm saying people may notice.
What do you think, Alex? Do we want to break in? Do we want to break into the house? Or?
It'd be nice to do it just so we can, I mean, if we find like obvious evidence that,
yeah.
You know, like muddy boots and a like summoning book on. But yeah, we could. hopefully narrow it down if we can either implicate him or write him off as not a threat.